Hello and welcome to Eat Smoke Drink. I'm Eat Smoke Drink. Today I am reviewing a Ardbeg Corryvreckan. Ardbeg Corryvreckan is a mass-produced distillery bottling by Ardbeg. It is quite a common bottle to get in most liquor stores and online stores. But I'm very familiar with this bottle. I find it to be an exceptional bottle for value for money. And the fact that it's a distillery bottling as well. You'll notice a lot of my reviews are about independent bottles, but this is probably one of my most highly recommended distillery bottlings you can get. So let's start. The Corryvreckan is a mid-range Ardbeg of their staple. Okay, so you've got yourself the 10-year-old, the Anawa, the Ugadale, and the Corryvreckan, and then after that, then it starts to get the age statements and the rarer stuff. So this is about 100 US, 120 US. It's actually quite high ABV. It's 57.1% alcohol. It's finished in a Burgundy cask, although the recipe of it is actually somewhat a little bit secret, but a lot of the publications out there do say that there is an influence of Burgundy cask in there somewhere along the line. And that probably explains the color of how dark the color is. Slightly pink, but pink golden tinge. But it's it's hard to confirm because obviously they have they have all their secrets and they don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell mere peasants like us. So let's start nosing. Now I'm getting a waft of peat smoke. Pretty normal for an Ardbeg. A sweetness to it, a fruitiness to it. A bit of orange marmalade, strawberry jam, a bit of raspberry jam, a creaminess to it. Actually, a bit of cereal note, a bit of bready note. It's weird because when I smell this, I am thinking scone with a bit of raspberry jam on top. I don't know why I'm thinking about that, but that's what I'm getting from it. With the water, the smoke is subdued somewhat. The fruity note comes out a little bit more, slight spice, slight ginger. Slight minerality as well, and a very slight herbal note to it. Not quite sure what herb it is yet. But a slight herbal medicinal note. And of course in both samples, the bandage glue is just something that you get with it. You just can't avoid that with Ardbegs, just to get that bandage glue. So let's start tasting. I love this dram. I actually like this dram with or without water. So let me take you through both of them. So I'm impartial. I'm literally split in the middle, with or without water. Some days I'm like without water. If you're going to have this with a cigar, I would suggest having it with a very, very robust cigar, double Maduro, the CAO Amazon basin, something extremely strong, because any Ardbegs will drown most cigars. So if you're going to have a cigar with this, have something uber peppery, uber spicy, or extremely full-bodied, like a double or triple Maduro, like a Nica Rustica, an undercrown, sun-grown undercrown Maduro. Most of the Liga range will stand up to this. I'd say an Opus X could drown. You could give it a go, but it could drown. But if you're going to have a cigar with this, it's got to be a robust cigar. But I'm impartial, water with no water. You get a sweetness, you get yourself savoriness at the same time, like a pancake with a bit of bacon with maple syrup, like the kind of mixture. Salinity, There's a lot of burnt wood in there. You know, like a wet wood that's been put in the campfire with water. With water, it's a little hotter, surprisingly. More spice, more ginger. I'm getting a little bit of very young green peppers in there, and slight note of jalapeno. On both samples I get a organic smell. I'm not saying organic like spray-free green flag organic. I'm thinking like an organic residue, an organic smell. Walking in the forest, you've got that leaf litter, you've got that, you know, kind of trees around you. I'm getting some of that as well. And I can't deny the bacon in there. There's bacon, there's this cured meat. I'd probably say not quite bacon, maybe even a salami. The pepperiness of the salami, the spiciness of the salami, and that meatiness, that full-bodiedness, that oiliness, that fat, it's all in there. Both are uber complex. You can't, I mean, the complexity of this dram is probably my top 10 drams of complexity. It's just coats your mouth, it lingers, you can keep smelling it, you can keep tasting it. Look, I highly recommend the dram, actually. I mean, this is what the review is all about, is do I recommend it, do I not? Yes, I do. I recommend this dram. I think it's one must-have on your shelf. Forget about the 10, forget about the Anoa. I think the ABV on those, they cheated you on it. I think this one here, the ABV is right. You can customize your experience. You can put ice in this. I reckon ice would even survive in that. Now, I don't use ice, as you know. I'm not an animal, but I think that with this particular dram, if you were to put ice in it, it would survive ice, because it's such a robust whiskey, and I reckon it's just all-round pleasant. I recommend it. Now, I am still torn between water, no water. I don't know what to recommend to you, so I would say you be the judge, what your mood is, and keep in mind what I said about the cigar pairing for this. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you like what you're watching, please click subscribe, ring that bell. Is it that way? That way? The bell? Ding, ding, ding. And ask me any questions about the Ardbeg Corryvreckan, and I will answer you. Thank you very much.